Imagine being abandoned on a barren island in the middle of the Indian Ocean. No trees, no fresh water, no way off. Now imagine you were left there because you were enslaved, and the people who promised to rescue you never came back. This is the haunting, heroic true story of Tromelin Island, where enslaved Malagasy people were shipwrecked, forgotten, and yet survived. In July 1761, a French ship called Lutil was sailing from Madagascar to the French colony of Mauritius. On board were 140 French sailors and 160 enslaved Malagasy people being illegally trafficked. But on the night of July 31st, Lutil struck a reef near an uninhabited coral island, Tromelin, no more than a few football fields wide. The ship broke apart. Most of the crew and enslaved people made it ashore. But that was only the beginning. The French sailors, with access to wreckage and tools, built a makeshift boat. Within 2 months they left, promising to return with help. They never did. About 60 to 80 Malagasy people were left behind, with no shelter, no fresh water, and no resources except what remained from the wreck. But instead of giving in to despair, they fought to survive. They dug a freshwater well, built stone shelters, and crafted cooking tools from salvaged copper. They hunted seabirds and turtles, and even made clothing from bird feathers. For 15 years, they endured brutal winds, scorching sun, and total isolation. Back in Mauritius, colonial authorities knew what had happened, but rescuing enslaved people held little political priority. In 1773, a rescue ship tried to reach the island, but storms pushed it back. Another attempt in 1775 also failed. For the people on Tromelin, every sail on the horizon may have offered hope, but none came. And yet the survivors kept building, kept cooking, kept living. Finally, in November 1776, a French ship called La Dauphine arrived, commanded by Chevalier de Tromelin, whose name would forever be attached to the island. What they found astonished them. Only 7 women and an 8-month-old baby remained alive. They had survived alone for 15 years, together. In the 2000s, archaeologist Max Guéroux and his team launched expeditions to Tromelin. They uncovered the shelters, cooking ovens, utensils, and even woven rope, evidence of innovation, order, and resilience. One copper bowl had been repaired more than 20 times. This wasn't survival by accident. It was deliberate, communal, and extraordinary. The survivors were eventually declared free. They refused to return to Madagascar, fearing re-enslavement. This story forces us to confront the cruelty of the slave trade, but also to honor the human spirit that refused to die, even on a forgotten island in the middle of nowhere. Tromelin Island is now a nature reserve, but its history remains a monument to both injustice and survival. If you believe this story deserves to be remembered, share this video, hit the like button, and subscribe for more untold truths from history's edges.